Hello, Zemalf here and welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Dwarf Fortress, a tutorial series where I'm building an example fortress showing how to build a fortress and how to help the dwarves survive. And this time I will be talking about burrows and showing how you can keep your civilians safe using them. Loading my fortress back in here. In the previous part, when I ran into those thieves, for a moment I thought that I would get all my dwarves inside, but I didn't have any way to do it because I hadn't defined any burrows. And burrows can, as mentioned, be controlled where the dwarves are allowed to be. It is not their only use to keep civilians inside. You can also use them to station military in certain areas. You can even divide your dwarven population into several burrows. For example, limit all your smelters, all your metalsmiths into an area where you got your forges and magma forges. But more about that later in case I do use them, but this one specifically for keeping all your dwarves inside. But just know that the burrows can be used in many other ways. So in its simplicity, burrow is an area I paint somewhere with a W, make burrows, and then I add a new burrow. And then I can name this burrow by defining it with enter, and then I can name it. For example, I can create a trade depot burrow. This is just an example, although there are some uses for it. So now I have a burrow named trade depot, but this burrow doesn't exist anywhere. So I'm currently painting with R. I can change that. Now I'm erasing, now I'm painting, and then with P I can use my mouse on it, or similarly that I designate areas to be dug out or anything. With enter I can start a rectangle, and as I'm currently painting, that will be the burrow. And I can change the symbols and the colors for these if I want. I don't usually use these too much, but I can change the symbol, and then I can change the colors using these symbols here. And let's see, maybe I will actually do something. And then with C I can move into the colors. Perhaps with the safe area I will make it green or something. You can do whatever you want with this, and then I can also change the symbol, and I can change the color separately. So I'm moving with C here in this color screen. Now I'm in the symbol, and I can move that. And then when I press C, I'm here in the main color, and this changes that symbol and kind of a tone of it. So anyway, let's make this the trade depot. So with the X here, I'm pressing enter. And it starts to it doesn't flash, but there is a symbol there. Then I go into the other corner. This text here moves to enter finish rectangle. So when I press enter, we'll get a burrow here. Now this one is a burrow called trade depot. And if I go back with ESC and I'm done, I don't see the burrow anywhere unless I open the burrows view with W. And now, without going more detail into the military screen, if I press M for military and go into alerts, here I can see that at the moment there is no civilian alert, but all my burrows will show up here. And if I wanted all my civilians to go into trade depot, I would go here in the left and press enter to restrict civilians into this burrow. Of course I don't want to do that because that's just one area, but that's how you do it. You might want to create this kind of a burrow. I created this, there was a reason for it, because you can also add citizens to this burrow. When the traders come and you have difficulties getting your broker into the area, you can add add your broker from the list into this burrow, and then that dwarf won't be allowed anywhere else but the trade depot. He will cancel any drink, eat, or any other job he's on and come into this burrow to take care of the broker duty. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. We might use that when the trade caravan arrives. But now let's create an area that where the dwarves are safe. So I will add a new burrow. I will enter when the burrow 2 is chosen, and I will name this with N, and this is I usually call this inside, or maybe even call it inside and safe or something like this, that I definitely know what burrow I'm choosing when I want my civilians to be inside. So now, what kind of area should this be? I want this to be area where the dwarves go when the enemy is close by or worse inside. So I started painting in that corner, and the way I do this is that I go all the way here in this corner, and now when I go levels down like this, all these areas starting from here at top level, from that corner to this corner, kind of creating a three-dimensional cube as I go down, will be in these burrows, even if it's not been dug out yet. So I will go all the way to my bedroom level here and press enter. And this is, I didn't change the symbol this time. So if I now go up, I can see that all these places are now flashing with this burrow. So I can paint in a single level, or I can paint in several levels. And we will see that as these miners dig out this area, even that is not yet open, it is in this burrow and will be included in it as they dig out to it. And I will do the same here with this area. One thing you need to consider with this is that how much you define at once, and then in the end, every now and then, as your fortress expands, you do need to keep an eye on this and make sure these are everything is included here that you want. So now I started painting from there, so I want everything to be in here, and going up, going up, going up, going up, all the way to this level, pressing enter here. So now I don't want these corridors to be in this. I don't want my trade depot to be in here, because there might be a fight that breaks loose here. I don't want my dwarves to go in there. And just double checking that I got all the insides covered. You might also in some cases create an even safer burrow, like in this case, if I will press ESC now and leave this, and now I will resume for just a moment, and we can see that those miners are now digging there. And if I pause again and open burrows, the inside and safe, we can see that these areas are included in it, but this burrow symbol only shows in the areas that have been dug out. But anyway, let's assume that the enemy somehow gets through all the traps we built here in the corridor and come in here into the first level. They will of course move fast, but I might have some ultra safe place here in the fortress. Call it a bunker or what you want, but it would be an area where all my levers are, and maybe all the civilians would escape there if the enemy makes it inside or something. Usually in those cases things are pretty much screwed already because the enemy is inside the fortress, but just as an idea, you might want to create, for example, I could create a burrow just for my dining hall, and when things go really bad, all the civilians would go to the dining hall and nothing else, be ready to pull all the levers and so on. So with that burrow set, if I go into the military screen with M and go into the alerts, I could go here with the civilians inactive and go into the burrows and choose this inside and safe, press enter, and all the dwarves would stay in this area. And I will be showing more burrows later when I go into the military, because these can be used in putting military in position, and you can also have kind of setup alerts for the military. For example, with one single click activating an alert, one military squad would go in here, where there would be a burrow like outside the bridge, and one squad could go into the trade depot, one could guard the inside of the fortress. If there was an archer tower, the archers could man the tower with just one single click from the military and alerts. But right now there are no alerts here, the only option is to restrict the civilians. But this was what I wanted in this video to show. More about burrows in the military part when I get to that, and later on in this example fortress building thing. I hope you found this one useful. You can now define burrows and then use the burrows to keep your civilians safe if you want them to be inside. I already before built this bridge here that I can close, keep my old dwarves inside. So for example, if there was a siege and a whole lot of goblins or whatever would come, I would first get all the civilians inside with that burrows order, set the military alert for the civilians, restrict them into this inside and safe area, and then I would order someone or assign someone to pull that lever so that this bridge would be raised, and we would be safely inside, the enemy outside. And with this burrow order I would make sure that no one is outside. When you restrict them to a burrow, they will cancel all jobs and tasks that are not taking place inside that burrow. So for example, when you place that order, someone has a job to collect wood or chop wood, they will cancel that job, and you will get the job cancellation spam that they cannot reach that location because they are restricted to the burrow. So yeah, as said, I hope this is helpful. Keep your dwarves safe from the possible enemies, and I'll see you on the next video when we continue building the fortress again, finish this safe trade depot design, and also very likely furnish our bedrooms there below. And as a final thing, do remember to always keep the civilian burrows updated. So for example, if I would dig out into this area, it is now not included in my burrow, and you will at latest when you activate it remember that you haven't included all the areas. So every now and then when you have expanded the fortress, keep the burrows updated. My name was and is Zemalf, and this was the Beginner's Guide Burrows Special, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.